Hi, this is Jim Haviland. This is a series of videos, it's going to be 7, maybe 8 videos on how we look at structuring work inside our organizations as part of our operating system. And almost all of the operating systems use this as the beginning of the story, as the first tool we have to figure out. The first thing that they do is make sure we have agreement on what the most important things to get done are and how we're getting them done. How do we measure success in those things? So this is the org chart, but it's not the org chart. This is the next step in the org chart. This is what happens after you've really mapped out what everyone needs to be doing. So it's not just an organizational chart, it's a responsibility chart. And even what's they call the accountability chart. And it's really about making sure we have clarity about what we mean about the right people in the right seats. Now, we'll talk about right people quite a bit in other parts of this. What are all the things that go into having all the right people in your organization? This is a Jim Collins concept from Good to Great that is really about defining for everyone who really belongs to this organization so we can have absolute clarity on the best fit for the org. And then we have this idea of right seats. We want to find all those right people, but we want to give them seats that make sense for where we are right now, what really fit for them, and that makes it easier for all of us to understand what's going on inside the organization. This is obviously, it looks like an org chart, but it's actually so much more than that. In our way of looking at things, it isn't just a matter of structure. It's about making sure we're mapping responsibilities, accountabilities, what people need to be doing, what's the most important things for people to be doing. So it's not about titles, it's really about being super clear on what people are delivering to the organization, both in the structure perspective, but also in individual roles, what we call seats. What are the most important things that this person is really in charge of as part of their role? So that's what we're going to be talking about here. A series of videos here. It's important stuff. There's a lot of layers to it. So join us for these videos. We'll start with concepts here in a minute, but this is all about creating the org chart within First OS.